The zombie apocalypse horror subgenre. Honestly, one of my favorite genres. There's a lot of great stuff to choose from the works of George Romero to the works of Lucio Fulci. Even the lesser-known titles like Bruno Mattei's Hell of the Living Dead, aka Night of the Zombies, aka Zombie Creeping Flesh, aka Virus, is fucking badass, so there's certainly lots of gory zombie fun to enjoy. Lucio Fulci is most well known for his work in zombie flicks, at least to me he is. He seems to always manage to squeeze zombies into his movies, from having a zombie mad scientist in House by the Cemetery, to even having some randomly showing up for the character of Mace to fight in his film Conquest. And why not? Zombies fucking rock. He's a lot like Godfrey Ho, only instead of ninjas, it's zombies, and there's a big lack of Pierre Kirby and the cut-and-paste film technique. This episode's cinematic masterpiece is Lucio Fulci's The Beyond, also known as Seven Doors of Death. So, what's it about? Well, the tagline says,
"Behind this doorway lie the terrifying and unspeakable secrets of hell. No one who sees it lives to describe it, and you shall live in darkness for all eternity."
What, you don't get it? Obviously, it's about a woman that comes into ownership of an old hotel in Louisiana, and after several supernatural occurrences, she learns that the building was built over one of the 7 entrances to hell. We open on a flashback. A woman is reading from a book which entails the ramifications of opening one of the 7 entrances of hell. There is also a man on the receiving end of some serious chain whoopings. From what the lynch mob is shouting amidst the violence, the man must have some sort of ties or knowledge in the occult, as he's called a warlock.
"You ungodly warlock."
They crucify the poor bastard to a wall and proceed to dump what I think is acid on him, melting his face off, while some really rockin' music plays, which is actually something, among other things, that you can always expect in a Fulci flick. After the opening credits, we cut to present time. We're introduced to Liza, one of 2 of our main characters. She inherits the property shown in the beginning flashback and is attempting to fix it up so she can open it as a hotel. Too bad the evil forces don't want anything to do with that. It's the fault of the plumber, Joe, that the entrance is open. He breaks a wall, letting loose our first zombie of the film. Liza runs into this blind girl, who tells her that she must leave the hotel immediately. Doesn't really give a reason or anything. No mention of zombies or pure hell on earth, just this dramatic performance.
Emily, why did you say I must give up the hotel? I can't explain it to you. Just take my word for it. Go back to where you came from and hurry. Leave this place.
Our other main character is a doctor, but let's let him introduce himself.
Ask me at the hospital. John McCabe.
John McCabe?
John McCabe.
Ah, McCabe. So remember Joe the plumber? He had a wife and kid. The wife came to see his body, only to get her face melted with acid. I'm actually not sure how that happens. It just sort of cuts away and cuts back and there she is, acid. The daughter happens to be there as well and gets zombified. I noticed that the movie sort of just drops the little girl turning into a zombie. Like it shows the ominous shot of her eyes turning white and that's it. She's never really shown again until the climax. While all this is going down, Liza and John are getting to know each other. Also, the blind girl makes an appearance again, deciding to quit the fucking drama and actually give Liza a reason to leave.
60 years ago, everybody in this hotel disappeared. Every last person. A painter called Zweig, who lived here, closeted in his room, had found a key. What key? The 7 gateways to hell.
She's skeptical at first, of course, but a crucified zombie quickly changes her mind. Well, now that Liza believes all of this to be true, of course John doesn't. Because supernatural occurrences are fucking bastards. They show up to freak you out and then fucking bolt when you need proof. Speaking of Bolt, one of Liza's friends attempts to locate a book about the hotel, only to get the wrath of Thor blasted into him, and some spiders show up to eat his ass. Ew, don't put your hand in there. I told you!
And the day the gates of hell are opened, on that day, the dead will walk the earth.
At this point, John's been doing some research, and he too senses that something evil is afoot. A piano starts playing by itself, but it's in the presence of the blind chick, so how pointless is that? Why would she assume right away that it's the spirits from hell? It could be fucking Ray Charles for all she knows.
I know you're here!
Ew, he's barefoot. How fucking vile. The blind girl seems to be working as a prophet of doom for hell itself, or something. The evil spirits led by the head honcho zombies show up to punish her for not doing her job and actually making people avoid the hotel. So they sick her own dog on her. Fucking brutal. So shit just got real. John and Liza escape the hotel and head to the hospital so John can talk to one of his friends and fetch his trusty six-shooter. Not a friend inside, I'm afraid. Plenty of zombies, though. I will go on record in saying that this movie has one of the coolest ending scenes ever. It's like something straight out of Doom. And I'm obviously talking about the original PC game, not that piece of shit with Dwayne Johnson. They manage to escape the zombies and end up walking into an ending that's about as bleak and depressing as bleak, depressing endings get. Walking into what can only be described as hell and going blind. Well, just goes to show you, kids. Life sucks, then you go blind, then you die.